Hello everyone, hope you're doing well and welcome to the JavaScript complete course. In this video we're going to talk about class list methods. In 26th tutorial we have already learned about class list methods, so in this video we're going to learn more these class list methods. So before jumping over to the main point, if you didn't subscribe my YouTube channel, make sure to subscribe this channel and hit the bell icon so you'll get the notification of my new video when I upload them. Well, the class list doesn't have only two methods, it has 5 methods, which are add, remove, toggle, content, item, and length. So we are going to start from the first two of them, which are add and remove. Then we will talk about others. So first, I'm not going to change anything. Instead of name, I'm going to say class list, and I'm going to leave this the second one, the class name, so that you will know the differences between these two. So I'm going to save this and let's jump over to the console, and here you can see it will print the class name will print has the name of the class in a string. But if we change this into the list, it will create an array, and you can see DOM token list, which has 2 values. It will display the name of the classes in an array, and here you can see in index 0 I have ABC, and index 1 I have XYZ. The length is 2. So this is the differences between the class name and class list. The class name will display the value into the string, and the class list will display the value into an array. So it will create an array and display all the values. So now let me remove all this from here, the classes that I have created, and I'm going to jump over to the HTML section, and inside this HTML I'm going to class A, B, and C. So that's it. So this is the value, and here you can see I have only one class here in array, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to use the add method of the class list, and I'm going to add another class name, create another class by using the add method. So I'm going to use dot and add, open and closing parentheses, and inside this I'm going to pass double quotation, and inside the double quotation I'm going to specify the name of my class, which will be X, Y, and Z. So when I save this, here we go, it will create another class for us, and it will display it in an array. And also you can see the color change, which I have specified the green color in X, Y, and Z. So let me show you in here in heading section. I have 2 classes created, ABC and XY and Z. That you can also add multiple classes by using add method. You can only use the comma after the double quotation and add another double quotation, and here you can specify another class name. So this one will be simple like name. So when I save this, here we go, another class is created by using the name method, the name. And also let me jump over to the console, and the DOM token list will have 3 values. Index 0 is ABC, index 1 is XY and Z, and index 2 is name, and the length is 3. So now I'm going to talk about another method of a class list, which is remove. So here what I'm going to do, I'm going to remove this class names, and let me jump over to the HTML, and I'm going to create the classes here, X, Y, and Z, and name. And let's save this, and you can see it will display has also the name of the classes here. And what I'm going to do now here, instead of add, I'm going to say remove, and inside the opening and closing parentheses I'm going to pass the double quotation, and here I need to pass the name of the class that I want to delete it. So for this, what I'm going to do, I'm going to say X, Y, and Z class. So as you can see, the header section has the style of the X, Y, and Z class. So when I jump over to the style section, here you can see the background color is green, but when I save this, the XYZ class will be removed, and the background color is also going to change into the red. So when I save this, here we go, the the color changed into the ABC background class, and also the array list length is 2. We have ABC class and name class. So this is the way of the removing the class by using the remove method of the class list. So you can add multiple class names by separating this with the comma. The class list has more methods. So the next we are going to talk about length. For using the length, you can say class dot length, and we are not going to pass any parameter, anything. Just say the length, so that it will print us by using the console the length of the classes, the number of the classes that we have in our HTML class, HTML file. So whenever I click on a header, a main header, it will pop up the class number, the number of classes that I have. Here you can see on the screen I have only one class right now. So as you can see on the screen, I only have one class here, which is ABC. So the class list length method will display the number of the classes that I have in selected element. And the next I have a toggle method. So here I'm going to type to work on the toggle method. So first I'm going to say document dot get element by ID, and I'm going to specify the ID, which is heading, and after that I'm going to say add event class list dot toggle, and here I'm going to specify the name of the new class. And when I save this, and here you can see on my HTML file, I only have one class here, which is ABC. And now what I'm going to do, I'm going to pass a new class into the selected element. Now let's check what will happen when we use the toggle method of the class list. Here you can see on the screen, first I have only one class, which is ABC. When I click, the XYZ class is automatically created, and when I click again, the class will remove again. And here you can see in my CSS I already add the color to XYZ, and here you can see when I click again, the XYZ class removed, and when I click again, it will create it again, the XYZ class. See, it is creating and removing the class automatically. And also when I click, here you can see it will pop up that there are two classes exist. Here you can see two. So when I click again, one, because it will remove the XYZ class. So hope you understand until this point. The toggle method will add and remove the new class. And now we will talk about another part of the class list methods, and document.getElement by ID, and select the element which is ID, which is heading, and after that class list, and then we are going to talk about the item. So I'm going to type the item method here, and this item method will specify the index number. Here we are going to specify the index number of the class that we want to display on console. So for this, what I'm going to do, I'm going to the index will start from 0, so that the 0 will be ABC class, and number 1 will be the XYZ class. And here I'm going to create a variable, so var, and here I'm going to print it in console. And let's come to the console, and whenever I click, it will pop up the class name. It will show us that at index 0 we have the ABC class. So hope you understand until this point. If you have any question, any suggestion, please leave the comment below. If you didn't subscribe my YouTube channel, make sure to subscribe this channel so that you'll get the notification of my new video when I upload them.